Sports anime hits different. It's drama, sweat, friendship, and questionable training methods rolled into one. Today we're counting down the top 10 best sports anime you must watch. And trust me, these picks will upgrade your watch list instantly. Kicking off with number 10, Blue Lock. Blue Lock is what happens when football meets psychological warfare and a little bit of I'm him energy. This anime basically said, what if we build a prison just to create the world's most selfish striker? And honestly, I respect the chaos. Every episode feels like someone plugged Attack on Titan tension into a soccer match. You think it's just boys kicking a ball around. Nope, it's ego battles, friendship breakups, 3 a.m. awakenings, and goals that feel like nukes dropping. And the characters? Bro, everyone is either a genius, a menace, or both. Isagi's entire personality is analysis mode activated. Bachira dribbles like he's possessed by a demon he high-fived as a child, and Rin plays football like everyone else. Wronged him personally. Blue Lock takes the beautiful game and throws it into a blender with insanity, hype, and stunning animation. If you like competition that feels way too life or death for its own good, this is your show. Plus, the goal celebrations? Better than half the World Cup. This is Emmaverse Anime. Watch this video to the end and hit that subscribe button now. Sliding to number 9, Haikyuu. Haikyuu is the anime that convinces you volleyball is the greatest sport ever created. And yes, I know before watching it you didn't care about volleyball at all. Don't lie. This series doesn't just show matches, it creates full emotional arcs inside every set. Hinata jumping is honestly more inspiring than most motivational speeches. The boy hops like gravity is just a suggestion. The real magic, though, is the teamwork. Karasuno has some of the funniest, most chaotic dynamics in anime. Daichi feels like the exhausted dad of the group, Kageyama acts like a malfunctioning tsundere robot who learned emotions from YouTube, and Tsukishima roasts people with the power of 1,000 suns. Every match looks like a championship final, even if it's just practice. The animation? Clean. The sound design? Crisp. The hype? Illegal. 1 minute you're watching Hinata sprint across the court, the next you're yelling at your screen like you've been drafted into the team. When people say peak sports anime, Haikyuu is one of the first names dropped. Landing on number 8, Kuroko no Basket. Kuroko no Basket said, what if basketball were a superhero show? And honestly, it works way too well. Everybody in the Generation of Miracles has abilities that break natural laws. Oimine plays like physics took the day off. Midorima shoots full-court threes with the confidence of someone who's never missed a shot in his life. And Kisei? Bro copies people like the human version of a cracked USB drive. But the real star is Kuroko himself, the least noticeable guy on any court, until he destroys you with the power of passing. This anime makes assists look more dramatic than dunks. Every moment is extra, but that's the charm. The games feel like boss battles, complete with dramatic pauses, eyes glinting, and monologues mid-dribble. And even with all the exaggerations, the emotions hit hard. Friendships, rivalries, insecurities, all delivered with the intensity of a shonen showdown. If you want basketball turned into a full cinematic universe of hype, Kuroko no Basket is the perfect ride. Looking at number 7, Hajime no Ippo. Hajime no Ippo is the definition of classic. Pure heart, pure grind, pure punches that will make you flinch. Ippo starts as the quiet kid who gets bullied, and next thing you know, he's out here throwing body shots that send grown men to another timeline. The training arcs? Legendary. Coach Kamogawa has Ippo doing exercises that probably violate human rights, but hey, growth! The fights are where this anime shines. Every punch has weight, every exchange has tension, and every victory feels earned. It's not just boxing. It's character development with gloves on. Ippo's kindness mixed with his insane work ethic makes him one of the easiest protagonists to root for in sports anime. Then there's Takamura, walking chaos, comedic gold, and low-key the scariest fighter in the entire series. Every moment with him is either hilarious or terrifying, sometimes both. If you love sports anime with depth, grit, and iconic moments, Hajime no Ippo is mandatory viewing. Cruising into number 6, Ace of Diamond. Ace of Diamond is the baseball anime that doesn't just focus on the sport. It dives deep into pressure, teamwork, leadership, and that sweet, sweet rivalry energy. Eijun Sawamura is the loud, chaotic pitcher whose fastball has personality disorders. while Furuya stands on the mound like a natural-born prodigy who woke up with perfect form. Their competition drives the whole team forward, and it's addicting to watch. Seido High isn't just a team, it's a whole ecosystem of talent, ambition and characters who could carry entire spin-offs on their own. Practices feel like war, games feel like military operations, and every decision from the coach is treated like a presidential announcement. But the best part? The pacing. You get hype moments, brutal losses, hilarious downtime, and scenes that make you actually care about baseball strategy. Something you probably never expected from an anime. If you want long-term emotional investment, Ace of Diamond delivers. Sprinting to number 5, Chihayafuru. Chihayafuru is that anime you underestimate until it pulls you into an emotional chokehold. Yes, it's about competitive karuta, a card game based on classical Japanese poetry. But trust me, this show has more intensity than half the battles shonen out there. Chihaya herself is a whirlwind of passion, hyper-focus, and chaotic queen energy. When she locks in during a match, it feels like she's activating some ancient sixth sense. What makes this anime special is how it balances competition with heartfelt storytelling. Arata and Taichi aren't just rivals. They're walking emotional arcs. The love triangle is subtle but lethal. The friendships are so wholesome they could power a small city. And the animation? Shockingly hype for a card game. Cards slap the floor like explosions. Sweat drips, hearts pound. This show makes poetry feel like a martial art. If you want sports vibes mixed with elegance, emotion, and top-tier character growth, Chihayafuru is your dark horse masterpiece. Rolling into number 4, Run with the Wind. Run with the Wind is the gentlest emotional ambush you'll ever experience. You think it's just a story about college guys running? Nah. It's a full journey about identity, growth, friendship, and rediscovering your purpose in life, disguised as a track anime. Hajime recruits a whole squad of misfits who barely know how to jog, let alone compete. Some of them run like newborn deer. Some of them run like they'd rather be anywhere else. But the character development? Beautiful. Every runner has a personal story that hits harder than a sprinting accident. Kakeru's arc, especially, carries so much quiet emotional weight that you'll find yourself rooting for him without even realizing it. The races aren't just races. They're therapy sessions at full speed. And the soundtrack? Peaceful but powerful. This anime isn't loud or flashy like others on this list, but it sneaks up on you. Before you know it, you're emotionally invested in 10 dudes trying to run a marathon. Charging into number 3, Slam Dunk. Slam Dunk is the granddaddy of sports anime hype. This show walked so Kuroko could dunk from the ceiling. Hanamichi Sakuragi is one of the funniest protagonists ever. Loud, dramatic, and confidently incompetent, yet somehow a natural-born athlete. Watching him go from delinquent clown to legit baller is pure entertainment. What makes Slam Dunk timeless is how real the basketball feels. No superpowers, no glowing eyes, just raw talent, training, and rivalry energy so thick you can slice it. Rukawa and Sakuragi's dynamic deserves its own sitcom. The matches are intense without ever losing the comedy, and the animation, especially in the later episodes, still holds up shockingly well. You get humour, grit, teamwork, heartbreak, and hype moments all in one classic package. But trust me, number 3, it'll mess with your head in the best way possible. Stepping into number 2, Captain Tsubasa. Captain Tsubasa is the legendary anime that taught an entire generation that football is basically magic with cleats. Tsubasa pulls off kicks so long you start questioning geometry. The field is like 8 kilometers long. Goalkeepers leap like they're auditioning for Dragon Ball. It's glorious. This anime is pure childhood wonder mixed with high-stakes sports energy. The passion is infectious. Tsubasa's dream of becoming the world's best feels so genuine you can't help cheering for him. Every match is packed with drama, iconic moves there, and enough slow-motion shots to fill 20 highlight reels. Sure, physics takes a vacation here, but that's the charm. Captain Tsubasa didn't want realism, it wanted spectacle, and it delivered. If you grew up loving football, this anime hits nostalgia buttons you didn't even know you had. If you didn't, it'll make you a fan anyway. Finishing strong with number 1, Aoashi. Aoashi is the modern football masterpiece we didn't know we needed. This anime blends realistic strategy with emotional storytelling so perfectly that it feels like watching an actual youth academy documentary, but with more yelling. Ashito is a lovable, chaotic genius whose spatial awareness is basically a superpower. Watching him grow is insanely satisfying. The show focuses on the grind behind becoming a pro. Tactics, training, self-doubt, team dynamics, everything. It's honest about the pressure young athletes face, and that honesty is what makes it hit harder than expected. The characters feel real, the friendships feel earned, and the losses sting like you ran 90 minutes and still didn't score. The animation brings matches to life with sharp movement and tactical clarity, making every game feel meaningful. Aoashi proves you don't need superpowers to make football exciting, just passion, teamwork, and characters you care about. And that wraps up our countdown of the best sports anime you absolutely need to watch. Whether you crave hype, emotion, comedy, or competition that feels life or death, this list has something for you. Tell me your top picks in the comments, smash that like button, subscribe for more anime breakdowns, and I'll catch you in the next video.